Hi, lovelies. What it do? What it do? What it do? This is Planet Base, the Tree of Life, Genesis 129, aka Virgo Networks, the Animal Planet, both coming in the near future. After this present comes the future, okay? Aka the Daughters of Zion, aka the Maidens and the Virgins, aka that Topaz Gem. Sapphire coming straight from that spiker star. Always have a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what I'm trying to say. Remember, I'm just outside looking into your world, see things that you just don't see, okay? But dig this here, right? The name of this is called The Valuable Lesson That I Learned from IHOP Yesterday. Okay, I gotta get this off my mind, man. And it's always something going on. Like every time I turn around, it's always something going on. If it ain't one thing, it's something else. Okay, but let me just say this: I went inside IHOP yesterday to get me some fries because that's all I normally get is like some fries. I may get onion rings or I may get mozzarella sticks or whatever like that. I don't get none of that other stuff that y'all be getting, but that's what I normally get. I may have some fries, okay, and it has to be fresh, okay, it has to be fresh, right? It can't be no Burger King or no McDonald's fries that's been sitting there all day, you know what I'm saying? It gotta be fresh, hot fries, right? Okay, so anyway, I ordered some fries and I cashed out with a $20 bill. Okay, I cashed out with a $20 bill and it took her like 5 or 10 minutes to cash me out. Like it took her like 5 minutes to cash me out, right? Which was crazy because I'm like, how long does it take to cash out $20? It's not like she gotta think in her head to calculate or none of that, right? You enter in, you look at the money, okay, you enter it in, okay, and the register will tell you whatever, right? Okay, whatever, right? So she was playing around with the money, okay, had it in her hand and played with it for like a hot minute, right? Before she put it back, before she cashed me out. Now, when she finally cashes me out and she gives me my change, she gave me back $2. And I'm like, girl, I gave you a $20 bill. She was like, oh, no, 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 no. I gave her $5. She know for a fact that she gave me $5. I said, girl, you can run the camera back. I gave you $20. She was like, no, 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 no. I gave her 5. I said, girl, I gave you $20. And I sat the $2 on the register like, girl, get it together. Okay. So make a long story short, she ends up checking. Okay, she opens up the register. I said, you can run the cameras back or whatever you need to do, but I gave you $20. So she eventually opened up the register and saw the $20 that I gave to her. Okay, and then she apologized. But see, here's the deal with that, right? Let me tell you why her apology wasn't sincere. Her apology wasn't sincere because she knew, she was 100% confident that I gave her something that I never gave her. That's number one. Number two, she should have just said, let me double check. Hold on a second. Let me double check and I'll get back with you. But instead, she was like, no, I gave her $5. I gave her $5. And she said it like 2 to 3 times. I'm like, girl, no, I didn't. And then above it all, she tried to basically call me a liar when she said that she gave me, no, when she said that I gave her $5, she basically called me a liar and said, no, girl, I did not give her a 20. I gave her a 5. That's calling me a liar and a thief. Okay, that's an insult. Okay, that's not even my character. I don't go around town scamming people for money. That's not what I do. Okay, and not only that, she tried to play me out, but she played herself out because she exposed her character, who she is, who she got kids by. Okay, and her kid's future and her future and her character. Like, girl, you can't play with me like that because that's not something that I do. You can't attach me to being a thief because I'm not a thief. I don't steal. I don't go around town robbing people for money. Okay, and I don't hang out with people who do things like that. That's something that she do. She hang out with people that go around robbing people for money and beating people out of money. I don't do stuff like that, and I don't hang around people who do it. Okay, that's not my character. I don't go around. Now, if she checked the money, that's cool because she's supposed to check her money. That's her job, to check her money, right? But to sit up here and check the money and then sit up here and say that I gave her $5 that I didn't give her, I gave her a 20. No. Okay, that is just totally unacceptable. But the whole valuable lesson learned, I will never ever go up. I will never cash out with $20 ever again. Okay, I will go somewhere else and go get the change, or I will give exact change. I will never ever cash out with $20 with them chicks, with them heifers ever again. Okay, because she was just a little too confident to be wrong. Okay, that's what it was with that. And that's the problem with a lot of people. You're too confident and you're wrong at the same time. If you're going to be confident, cool, I'm confident too, but I stand on business. Okay, to be confident. I stand on business, which means I'm accurate. Okay, I'm not going to sit up here and be confident and be wrong at the same time. No, that don't work, okay? And I feel sorry before I even get to that, okay? Because I'm going to close out with that. But nonetheless, if she really needed a few dollars, although I didn't have it, I still would have gave her a couple of dollars, okay, if she really needed it like that, okay? But to sit there and try to act like I gave her something that I didn't give her to try to keep the change, nah, we not doing that. We ain't doing that. And I'm going to close with this. I really feel sorry for her children, okay? Because that goes to show you that she has children. She has, what, 3 kids? And you know, chicks like that got 3 for 3. 3 kids by 3 different men. And they all bums, okay? So that goes to show you that she got 3 baby fathers, okay? Or baby fathers by bum niggas that go around scamming people for money. Okay, that ain't something that I do, and it's a shame that her mentality is like that. Okay, and I feel sorry for her children because her children will never prosper. They will never get past this life. Do anybody have any understanding that this life is like a video game? When you play a video game, you're not getting past, if you're not getting past the first level, you're not going to get to level 2 in a video game, okay? In order for you to get to level 2 in a video game, you got to get past level 1, okay? Otherwise, you're going to keep repeating level 1 until you get it right, okay? And it's the same thing with life. She's going to come back with her and her tribe of kids, because remember, a black female, she's the captain of the sinking ship. She knows so much. Yet she can't seem to get past level 1 in her own video game. They're going to come back repeating the same old life cycle, the same old thing. Meanwhile, I'm 9 lives in. I'm on my 9th cycle of life, and the black female's still at level 3 and 4 of her video game of life, okay? I feel sorry for them kids because they ain't going nowhere but toe fat. They're going straight to toe fat, honey. That mentality, that bucket in the brain mentality I have, crab in the bucket mentality I have, ain't going to get you nowhere far, but keep repeating the same cycle of life, blaming the white man. The white man did it. When we gonna get our reparations? You can't get past level 1 in your video game, you'll never get reparations. Anywho, I'm about to get on out of here, man. It's that Spiker Star, the brightest star, the constellation, man. The valuable lesson I learned from going at IHOP yesterday, I will never go up in there cashing out with them black heifers. with no $20. $20 a little bit too much for them to handle. It gotta be exact change, or I'll say, hold that, cancel that order. I'll be right back, and I'll go somewhere else and I'll cash out there and get change. I'm not playing with them black heifers cashing out with no $20 because it's a little bit too much, okay? And again, if she can't get past level 1 in her video game of her life, which is this life right here, she can't handle $20. She tried to play me like I was a liar and a thief. I don't steal. Okay? I don't need money to survive. Okay? How about that? I don't need what y'all need to survive. I really don't. I don't care about money like that because it ain't worth nothing. You ain't got no food to eat. So what you buying? And everything fake. So what you buying with your money? It don't mean nothing. Okay? Because ain't nothing to buy with it. Okay? That goes to show you that her baby fathers are liars and thieves and cheaters, okay? And her children gonna be just like that. Liars, bandits, thieves, robbing people for money. I don't rob people for money. That's not something that Aisha do, okay? I never in my life, can't nobody ever say I robbed them and beat them for money, okay? That's not my character. I do practice some form of piety in my life. This is why I'm on my way to higher levels in life, and y'all still gonna return back repeating the same life cycle because you're simply not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Anywho, what's that spiker star, the brightest star, the constellation, looking into your world, see things you just don't see. I may pop back up here because I'm always got something to say. I may not. It depends. Anywho, I'm out here. I'm out.